This program is brought to you by the Genesis Communications Network, a world leader in talk radio since 1998. Visit GCNlive.com today.
For tuning into the Naseema Omer Show. Be sure to catch my archived files of any of the previous shows and share with your friends and family and enjoy it again at your own time. And that also serves as, if you don't catch a piece of information that we share with you on our show today, you can always listen to that file again. Be sure to tune into my YouTube channel as well, the Naseema Omer Show. I am so excited to have Dr. Joanne Conaway today as my special guest, and the topic is going to be the brain and gut connection. Dr. Joanne, hi.
Hi, Naseema. How are you today?
Great. Thank you so much for being on my show, Dr. Conaway. I know you are just such a super busy person. I just want to give a little background about you, and then we can go into our questions, and you can elaborate a little more on your background.
That sounds perfect.
Okay, fantastic. Dr. Conaway has an extensive medical background, has been a registered nurse for many years, and is now a naturopathic doctor as well. She has also served our country in the service for many years and is a great speaker, consultant, and an author as well. Dr. Conaway, I realize you are now in the state of New York, but where did you get raised?
Well, actually, Naseema, my background was being raised in a military family. I was born in Key West, Florida, and raised primarily in Maine, Massachusetts, and Connecticut. My father was a Navy man on submarines, and they were from the Boston area, Mom and Dad both. So he was fortunate to be able to stay close to family all the time he was in. And so primarily Maine, Massachusetts, and Connecticut. I then left Connecticut, went to Texas to go to nursing school. When I went into the Air Force, I was stationed in Texas. When I got out of the Air Force, I moved to Colorado, and then I lived in Minnesota for a while, and then we moved to upstate New York.
Wow, that's quite a bit of traveling. And then you also married a man from the Air Force, correct?
I did.
Yeah.
We met during the first Desert Storm. And he was a pilot. I was the medical crew director, and we got to know each other and got to know each other even better, fell in love, and got married. It was like a fairy tale.
Wow, that's wonderful, Dr. Conaway. And, I must share with my audience that I had the pleasure and honors again to meet you in person not too long ago, just a couple of weeks ago, and also met your husband and got to talk with him more. That is such an extensive, busy, well-traveled background. And what got you interested into nursing in the first place?
Well, it was interesting. When I first started school, I started as a psychology major, and then I went to physical therapy, and there was just some draw for me to go into nursing. My mom was a nurse, and I'm sure that influence had a lot to do with it. And I thoroughly enjoyed my nursing career. I was a nurse for 40 years and really enjoyed it, but I found toward the end, and especially after learning about Dr. Wallach's message almost 20 years ago, that what we were doing in conventional medicine perhaps wasn't all that was necessary to help people to affect a change in their health. And as I studied with Dr. Wallach and learned the impact of nutrition and nutritionals, I started to realize that the pharmaceuticals and the surgeries and all those technological changes that we were going through in conventional medicine really wasn't the answer for many of these people. And that's why I actually retired early from nursing and did go back to school and now am a naturopath.
Wow, and what a fine one you are, may I add, because I've personally got to know you and you've helped me tremendously as well with all your advice and guidance. And you know
thank you, Naseema.
Oh, you're most welcome. It's true. It's true. And you're able to deliver your message in such a way that anybody can understand it. They don't have to necessarily have a medical background. And so I'm so excited to bring your information that you will deliver to our audiences today. Dr. Conaway, and then you became a naturopath, and where do I begin to even ask about the brain and gut connection?
Well, you know, it's fascinating, Naseema, because for a long time we've known this information, but it's only been in the last couple of decades that we've been able to study it in a more in-depth situation, and that is, of course, with some of those new technologies that are available to us. But what we're realizing is that, first of all, you have to think about the digestive system as having an impact on our health overall. Our digestive system and the microbiome, as we call it, which is the healthy gut bacteria versus the unhealthy gut bacteria, that actually impacts every system in the body. Cardiovascular system, neurological system, endocrine system, reproductive system. They're all affected and impacted by our digestive system and digestive system health. And if you'll think about it like this, when we were created, we were designed with a gastrointestinal system that was literally supposed to do everything for us. None of us are the same person we were when we were born or when we were 2 or when we were 10. And as time has gone on, we have become the person we are today. That happens because of the way our body breaks down food and nutritionals to then use those food and nutritionals to go out into the body and affect changes at the cellular level. So ultimately we become who we are because of what we eat. And if what we're eating is healthy, we're likely to be healthy. If what we're eating is what we would consider the standard American diet now, lots of processed foods, lots of genetically engineered foods, lots of gluten, those kinds of things, we're likely to be very unhealthy. And so what research has shown us is that not only are we unhealthy throughout every aspect, but we are also unhealthy from the standpoint of psychological aspects. We know that our immune system is part of our digestive system. In fact, when you look at the immune system and recognize that 85% of our immune system is located in the gut wall, if your gut's not healthy, then unfortunately you're going to have an impact on the rest of the system, and the rest of the system will be impacted in a very negative way. When we look at it...
I'm sorry if I can just backpedal a little bit. You know, an example that an average person may relate to digestive issues is, you know, how uncomfortable we automatically just tie it to our bowel movements. And at least most people that I've come across and will say, oh, yeah, I'm very constipated, or I have loose motions, or, you know, I don't go but maybe once or twice a week. And those are all signals and indicators for a person to, you know, let's focus and see what's going on in our digestion system, because those aren't normal patterns for bowel movements. Would you say that's a simple guide that a person can see? You mentioned babies and 2-year-olds. Now, we know babies, all we do is feed and change diapers. Shouldn't we as humans be going and frequenting the bathroom more often than we think we should?
Oh, you are so right, Naseema. And, you know, a first indicator, and funny enough, or not so funny, is the fact that so many people come to me, and because my focus is the digestive system, I will begin to ask those questions, and it amazes me how many people don't have normal, regular bowel movements. We feel like it should probably be 3 a day. And when people say, well, I don't have 3 a week, that's a clear signal that their digestive system is not healthy. And this isn't news. Hippocrates talked about this years ago, a couple thousand years ago, when he said death begins in the colon. And he recognized even then that if our digestive system wasn't healthy, that we were not healthy. And there are some of us who have been around for a long time. We can remember that when we were growing up, if we got sick, it didn't have to be a gut illness. It could be any illness. It could even be a cold. But oftentimes, the way our parents and grandparents dealt with that was to give us an enema. Because it was clearly evident that there was something going on, something wrong, and trying to clean out the toxins in the colon was one way to address whatever illness that was.
Very interesting. And so I'm sorry to have interrupted you for that, but I thought it was kind of a nice way for people to just kind of have a little bit of a gauge. And then what happens? So you mentioned so many things there, food, toxins, etc. So what happens next then?
Well, if we take in food that is unhealthy, for example, if we take in foods that are loaded with genetically modified components like the corn and soy, primarily in this country, genetically modified. If we take in foods like our pastries, our cakes, cookies, breads, those things that are loaded with gluten, that has a direct impact. If we take antibiotics, that has a direct impact. All of these things impact the good, healthy gut bacteria. So what happens then is you now have an overgrowth of the unhealthy gut bacteria. And one of the fascinating things is recognizing that the good, healthy gut bacteria processes our food in a much different way than that unhealthy gut bacteria. The good bacteria helps to break down our foods. Those molecular structures go out into the body. They repair our muscles and our joints and our bones and all of those things. But if we have primarily what we call the unhealthy bacteria, and one of the most effective of these unhealthy bacteria is the candida, if we have an overgrowth of candida, that candida is going to process our foods in a much different way. And now what happens is instead of good, healthy molecules leaving the digestive system, we have, in fact, toxins and poisons leaving the digestive system.
Oh, you mean really being fed in our body, you mean? Okay.
And a really good example of that is the way good bacteria processes carbohydrates versus the way candida, for example, processes carbohydrates. Those good, healthy gut bacteria will process the carbohydrates, and they will yield lactic acid, water, energy. This happens in the digestive system through a process called glycolysis. An unhealthy gut processes that candida and yields alcohol. A person can even appear drunk after candida overload and carbohydrates.
Stay tuned. We'll have to be back to listen all about candida when we return after this short break.
Paid non-attorney spokesperson Adam Pulaski of the Pulaski Law Firm with principal office in Houston, Texas is the attorney responsible for the content of this ad. This ad is not legal advice, and the choice of a lawyer should not be based solely upon advertisement. Services may not be available in all states. Attention Xarelto users. If you or a loved one took Xarelto and suffered a serious bleeding event, you may be entitled to financial compensation. Xarelto is a popular prescription blood thinner used to prevent blood clots and protect patients from strokes. These serious bleeding events have led to numerous cases of hospitalization and even death. Phone lines are open 24/7. Call 800-261-0937. That's 800-261-0937. Dangerous blood clot device alert. If you or a loved one had an IVC filter placed to prevent blood clots from traveling to your heart or lungs and suffered an injury, you may be entitled to substantial financial compensation. The FDA warns that IVC filters may cause serious complications, such as heart or lung damage, internal bleeding, and even death. These dangerous blood clot devices can break, and the metal fragments can travel to your heart or lungs, causing serious injuries. If you or a loved one suffered organ damage or other injuries from an IVC filter, you may be entitled to substantial financial compensation. Act now. Time is limited to file a claim. For a free consultation and free information, call Injury Help Desk at 800-478-1507. 800-478-1507. 800-478-1507. This is an advertisement. Paid non-attorney spokesperson. InjuryHelpDesk.com is responsible for this advertisement. Principal office, Las Vegas, Nevada.
We use mobile devices right against our bodies every day, but growing scientific evidence has emerged showing serious health risks associated with exposure to EMF radiation emitted from these devices. The solution is Defender Shield, the most effective mobile radiation shielding ever developed. Defender Shield blocks virtually 100% of EMF radiation from cell phones, tablets, and laptops, and starts at just $64.99. Buy now at DefenderShield.com. For 10% off, use promo code GCN. DefenderShield.com, the worldwide leader in mobile radiation shielding.
There is an affordable alternative to the high cost of healthcare that offers freedom from insurance while providing compliance with the Obamacare individual mandate. Imagine having access to quality, affordable healthcare that allows you the freedom to choose your doctor and hospital. Members can share up to 100% of necessary medical expenses, including some alternative treatments. Find out how you and your family can contain healthcare costs without giving up your freedom. Go to libertyoncall.org. That's libertyoncall.org.
Warning, if you're drowning in debt you can't afford, do not let the credit card companies trick you into thinking that you have to pay it all back, because you don't. What the credit card companies don't want you to know is that there's actually a way to get debt-free without paying off your entire debt or going bankrupt. If you have $5,000 or more in credit card debt, you now have the right to settle that debt for a fraction of what you owe. For free information, call Credit Associates now. 1-800-954-9674. We'll even show you how much money you could save. If you can't afford to pay off all your debt, do not let the credit card companies trick you into thinking that you have to. Call Credit Associates now for free information on how to get debt-free faster than you ever thought possible without debt consolidation or bankruptcy. We depend on your success and offer a guarantee, so there's no risk. For free information, call now. 1-800-954-9674. That's 1-800-954-9674. 1-800-954-9674.
Fully cooked, ready-to-eat bacon. I'm talking thick, meaty, center-cut, presidential bacon. Savory and delicious. I buy some, I use some, I store some. Awesome. No refrigeration needed with a 10-year shelf life. NASA pack technology. Bacon. Fully cooked, fully hydrated, ready to eat right from the packed bacon. Or warm and served. Life-saving, ready-to-eat bacon. 10-year shelf life bacon. Ships free at fullycookedbacon.com. Fullycookedbacon.com.
To the Naseema Omer Show. You can tune in to GCNlive.com. That's G for Genesis, C for Communication, N for Network, live.com, or go directly to NaseemaOmer.com. And you can contact me if you have questions after the show. Download the archived files, go into the podcast, enjoy and listen and share. Please share with your family and friends, because my mission is to deliver to you via myself and via getting special guests sharing their knowledge and expertise and information with you, and we'll also give you resources on where to follow up and look for more information should you choose to do that. Just before we went on break, Dr. Conaway, my special guest today, was talking about Candida. Dr. Conaway, it's amazing how the Candida, as you were getting into just before we went to break, could make a person seem drunk. That's what stuck in my head. How does that happen?
Well, what happens is the process whereby that bad bacteria starts to break down those carbohydrates. What is left as the yield, rather than being the good stuff, is the ethanol and the acetaldehyde and those things that then go into the lymph system and the bloodstream and start to circulate through the body, making a person appear drunk. One of the first signs that a person may have digestive issues and Candida overgrowth in particular is if they eat a meal, and especially if there's carbohydrate in that meal, and they need to go lay down and take a nap. What that is instead of yielding the good fuel and the things that are supposed to give us energy, we instead yield the alcohol or ethanol, if you will, and that kind of suppresses the central nervous system and makes a person want to go take a nap.
Fascinating. Yes, I know many people, including myself, not too long ago, would feel really sleepy after a big meal, you know. That's fascinating. And then what happens? How does one handle this candida issue? Do we have to flood our body with the good bacteria so it outnumbers the bad one?
That's precisely my first approach, and you are so right, Naseema, because what we've found is if we flood the system with good, healthy gut bacteria, we can impact the levels of the bad bacteria. Actually, what we know is that the good, healthy gut bacteria compete for the same sites on the cell wall membrane, and if there's lots of that good stuff, then the bad bacteria cannot have those sites. The good bacteria takes those sites and helps to, interestingly enough, repair that inside lining. The inside lining of our digestive system is only one cell thick. Only one cell layer separates our outside world from our inside world. And so the fascinating thing to recognize here is that if we start to flood the system with good, healthy gut bacteria versus that candida bacteria, oftentimes what we'll see is a dramatic change in symptoms in a very short period of time. That one cell thick layer turns over very quickly and actually repairs very quickly when you approach it from the standpoint of flooding the system. So that requires lots of good probiotics. The other thing that we can do is we can actually help to assist the killing off, if you will, of the candida, and we do have some products in the longevity line that actually assist our bodies to do that.
Oh, which ones are they, if I may ask?
Well, the one that, in my opinion, is the most important, and this is because I've used it so much and seen such benefit, is a product in the Good Herbs line called the Super Olive Health. The Super Olive Health actually will help to kill off candida, and we have reports of people who even have candida overgrowth diagnosed in the brain, which is certainly not something you want. And we've seen those episodes corrected by people using the Super Olive Health. Now, the Super Olive Health is a product, again, in the Good Herbs line that is exceedingly beneficial to get all kinds of bacteria in the system. It's beneficial against bacterial infections and viral infections, and it helps to support the immune system. So when we use that particular product, it helps to literally kill off that candida. And when we come back, we can talk more about that.
Okay, very interesting. Stay tuned, everybody, and we will find out more after we come back from this quick, short break.
Hi, I'm Dr. Joel Wallach, founder of Youngevity, a publicly traded company. We're very excited about it. We're in 55 countries and just really helping the world. Just very excited. I've been sharing this message for over 30 years, and it has not changed with the changing times. Every man, woman, and child needs the 90 essential nutrients just to survive, much less to thrive. To put the odds in your favor to live as long as possible with the highest possible quality of life, you must get these nutrients every day.
I am Naseema of the Naseema Omer Radio Show and a key leader distributor of Youngevity. I take the nutritional supplements that Dr. Joel Wallach has put together in a neat package, Healthy Body Start Pack, and get all the 90 essential nutrients daily. Get started on yours today from my online store, NaseemaOmer.com. That's NaseemaOmer.com, or call 877-279-9422.
Will the government protect your family from Iran and North Korea's newest weapon, EMP? We buy guns to protect ourselves, home, health, and car insurance for accidents. Maybe you also have food storage. But how would you keep your refrigerator running in a long-term EMP blackout? Using tested military designs, the Solarc EMP-hardened solar generator protects and powers your critical appliances for years without burying items underground or wrapping them in aluminum foil. Unlike other preps, Solarc is used every day to help offset your electric bill automatically. Visit PortableSolarLLC.com to learn how easily expandable the system is. Solarc is the most affordable and powerful solution on the market. The whole system even fits in the back of a pickup or SUV and can install in less than an hour. See for yourself why Solarc beats other off-grid systems at PortableSolarLLC.com. Don't wait for the government. Go to PortableSolarLLC.com to learn why Solarc is energy insurance for your family.
Extendivite, a 7-herb combination of garlic, cayenne, hawthorn, bilberry, ginkgo biloba, valerian, and milk thistle. Extendivite is designed to strengthen the heart and arteries and help the body heal itself. Doctors are not able to explain the improvements they are seeing in their patients' health who are taking Extendivite. People who once needed more pills are now taking less and getting better. Due to the unexplainable improvements in their patients' health, more doctors are calling to order Extendivite for themselves. Help Extendivite make your doctor a believer. Extendivite is available in capsule or liquid form for just $69.95 for a 2-month supply. To get started, call 1-877-928-8822. That's 1-877-928-8822. Or visit heartdrop.com.
Extend your life with Extendivite.
What would your life be like if you woke up each morning with new vitality, feeling better than you have in years, and you noticed a difference in your sleeping patterns, blood sugar levels, and had a sense of well-being overall? There's something that is changing thousands of people's lives, and you could be one of them. It's called Heart and Body Extract. Sharon Harris, co-creator of Heart and Body Extract, talks about the positive effects of Heart and Body Extract.
What happens with the formula Heart and Body Extract is it's giving the body the necessary vitamins, minerals, amino acids, enzymes, and phytonutrients so the body will heal itself. And yes, the body does have the ability to balance blood pressure, balance cholesterol, clean and unclog the arteries. It can also work on balancing the circulation for diabetics. So the body is an amazing thing. It simply needs some help so it has the tools to heal itself.
Heart and Body Extract gets results. To order your 2-month supply, call now, toll-free at 866-295-5305. Order online at hbextract.com.
Hi, this is Ted Anderson. Investment Rarities, a 43-year-old company, has created the best silver offer ever. Get a U.S. Silver Eagle, Canadian Maple Leaf, Austrian Philharmonic, OPM Pierre Bar, and Silver Round. Have all 5 for $99 postpaid. You heard me right, 5 ounces of silver below cost. No credit card fees, free shipping. Just $99 and you'll have a great start on what it takes to survive even the worst economic storm. Act now and receive Jim Cook's exclusive paper explaining how it's possible to make a fortune in silver today. Don't miss this opportunity. Call 800-328-1860. Read how the above-ground supply of silver has dropped below even gold. The secret is being suppressed. The price could explode at any time. Call today at 800-328-1860. Get 5 ounces of silver for only $99. Find them on the web at investmentrarities.com or call 800-328-1860. Call now before it's too late. 800-328-1860.
Listening to the Naseema Omer Show. The topic today is the brain and gut connection interview with Dr. Joanne Conaway. I can't wait to hear more on the kill-off of the Candida with the use of certain good herb products offered by Youngevity. As you may already know that I am a Youngevity distributor, and I'm happy to share with you, as Dr. Joanne mentioned much earlier in the show, that she is very passionate about Dr. Joel Wallach's work, and she also is a Youngevity distributor. So we are Crusades for Health on the same teams here to make America and beyond healthy. Dr. Conaway, welcome back. Please continue. I can't wait to hear more about the Superall Health Good Herb product and how it works on killing off the Candida.
Well, it's fascinating, Naseema, because so many people have a Candida yeast overgrowth, and they don't even realize it. I've worked with patients who have gone to their physicians for years with symptoms that cannot be fixed, and the doctor is pulling at straws, if you will, trying to come up with the answer, trying to figure out exactly what's going wrong, and ultimately they get the diagnosis of a Candida overgrowth. In the case of the Super Olive Health, when you take that particular product, it does an amazing job. It does such a good job that people are cautioned to start out very slowly with that product. A half a teaspoon of this herbal product once a day is where people should start. Now, why would I say start out with such a little amount? Well, when we affect a change in terms of that Candida impact, that die-off of Candida can sometimes make you feel really sick. You feel flu symptoms, if you will. Perhaps you feel nauseated. Perhaps you feel achy. Perhaps you feel a general malaise, like you just want to lay down and you don't have any energy. And what's happening is killing off that Candida is having that impact. And so we ask people to start out slowly so that the impact is not so significant in the very beginning. And then as people start to get past these die-off symptoms, as we call it, then we ask them to increase to a half a teaspoon twice a day. Now, the fascinating thing to think about here, because we're talking about gut and brain health, if that Candida actually causes all of these issues and perhaps leaks out of the gastrointestinal system and into our bodies, then we can have that impact in various different places throughout the body. But the important thing to understand about the gut and brain connection is the fact that there is a direct pathway from the brain to the gut and back again. It's called or referred to as the gut-brain axis. And what happens is because of the way foods are processed and because of this link, which is the vagus nerve, if you've got toxins being processed because you have an overgrowth of the unhealthy bacteria, those toxins are delivered then up this bidirectional pathway through the vagus nerve into the brain. So now you have an impact on the brain. You have an influence on neurotransmitters. You have an influence on the body's ability to deal with stress or anxiety. You have an influence on mood and behavior. All of those things can be impacted. By the same token, if you have delivered to the brain a lot of toxins, and now the brain messages that are coming back to the gut are not healthy brain messages, then you're going to start to have some of those symptoms, like those bowel movement issues that we talked about earlier, and a microbial imbalance, weight gain, all of those things. So it's a vicious cycle. It becomes a vicious cycle. Now, the other product in the Youngevity line that I am very excited about is our new product that's just coming on board. It's called the I-26. This product, for the sake of simplicity, is actually very helpful with the gut health, and the reason it is because it affects the change inside the digestive system, not allowing those unhealthy bacteria to take up residence in the wall of the digestive system. So literally, it impacts that bad bacteria's ability to cling on and stay there.
Fascinating. Oh, wow. We all need that. And you're right about the vicious cycle and, staying away from all those bad foods as well. But this is amazing.
Well, it's very interesting and exciting as far as I'm concerned because, again, my focus is gut health. And to know that in addition to some very good probiotic products, we also now have a product that focuses specifically on the bad bacteria. That's pretty exciting in my book.
Very, very exciting. I can't wait to get some myself and try that because I know I could use help in that area as far as cleaning out my digestive system and having healthy messages go between my brain and gut, Well,
so many of us benefit from it, Naseema, and this is the reason why. In our daily lives, we are exposed to so many things that kill off the good bacteria. Even if we eat healthy or try to eat healthy, we're still exposed to things in our environment that are going to kill off the good gut bacteria. So we literally need to continually replenish that good, healthy gut bacteria. And that's why the probiotic products in the Longevity line are so powerful, and that's why so many of our multiple products, our multiple vitamin mineral complexes, also have some probiotics along with the prebiotics. The prebiotics are what feeds the good, healthy probiotic. But some of our products have prebiotics and probiotics because it is recognized by the company just how important those probiotics are.
Oh, I love the Longevity products. I'm already taking it, and anyone can find those and shop away at my online store by going to NaseemaOmer.com. There's a link right there. Now, Dr. Joanne Conaway, you have also authored a book. Where can people find more information about your book and your services that you offer and consulting services, etc.?
The easiest way, Naseema, is to go to my website. My website is DR for doctor, so drjconaway.com. And Conaway is CONAWAY. So drjconaway.com is my website. And if you're interested in the book or the CDs, if you'll just click on the book, it will take you to the order page.
And the title of your book is so interesting and exciting as well. It's called Why is America So Sick? A very easy to understand read. So I encourage everyone to grab that. It's a very interesting read that you can apply to your daily lifestyle as well. And if you didn't catch the website or have information after the show, please send me a note through my website, NaseemaOmer.com, which you can also get to by going to GenesisCommunicationsNetworkLive.com. That's GCNLive.com. Find my show and you can get to my website that way as well. So, Dr. Conaway, you were talking about the I-26 product. That is just so fascinating. And would that then, these things and measures that you've talked about help those people, like you said, people who have the candida that may even have gone and found its way in the brain?
Well, and that's why I'm so excited about this I-26 product. It's why I'm so excited about the Super Olive Health in the Good Herbs line. Now we have a way to help people address those issues. Again, sometimes it takes a long time to diagnose a candida overgrowth, but when we start talking about using a product that is going to help to fight that candida, it can impact a person's health very quickly and, interestingly enough, in a very, very exciting way. When we look at that product and exactly how that product works in the system, is something that I'm still studying and need to learn a whole lot more about. But recognizing the bacterial diversity within the gut and recognizing that we have the good, healthy gut bacteria, but because of our environment, we have so much of the unhealthy gut bacteria, the impact that that product has with respect to helping us rid the system of the unhealthy bacteria, that is so exciting because it's almost like you're going at it from two perspectives now. You're trying to beat it out because you're taking a large amount of the probiotics, but in addition to that, you've got a product that works specifically to help to eliminate some of that bad bacteria.
Wow. That is just fascinating and exciting, and I will have to put that I-26 on my order list as well because I can't wait to try it. And you know, how many of us, I know I don't have arthritis or any joint issues per se, not that I've been told that I do, but sometimes I feel a little inflammation, and it could well be. It could potentially be just from these toxins floating around in my body. And so will this whole process of cleaning up and starting the journey filter the blood eventually too, right? And get rid of all these toxins from there as well?
Oh, absolutely. And as time goes on, the healthier your digestive system is, the healthier your immune system is. And when people think about the immune system, they think automatically, okay, my immune system, that means I'm not going to get a cold, I'm not going to get that 24-hour bug, I'm going to have a healthy immune system. Well, the immune system actually impacts you in much bigger ways and much different ways. Probably the most significant impact, in my opinion, of the immune system is its ability to fight these toxins and ultimately its ability to fight cancer, for example. So if we're in a situation where we have a healthy digestive system, we're much more likely to have a healthy immune system. And one of the things that happens is in an unhealthy digestive system, we can potentially cause what we call a leaky gut. And in a leaky gut situation, what happens is you have food molecules, larger than normal food molecules, and all these toxins leaving the digestive system through a leaky digestive system. And the way I help people understand it is imagine a screen. And you know if the screen's intact, only the tiniest little bugs can get through that screen. If the screen has a hole, you've got big bugs leaking out into the system. And those big bugs become very problematic. And we can certainly talk about that more when we come back.
Yes, absolutely. Come back to hear more on how the food particles have that impact. Stay tuned.
Hello, I'm Mike Lindell, the inventor of MyPillow, and like all of you out there, I had problems sleeping. Pillows would go flat, I would flip-flop all night long, I would wake up with a sore neck, maybe a headache, or feel like I needed a nap even though I slept 8 hours. When I invented MyPillow, I wanted it to where you could move the patented fill to give you the exact support you need as an individual, regardless of sleep position. MyPillow will get you into that deep REM sleep faster, and you will stay there longer. It's not about how much time we spend in bed, it's about how much of that quality sleep we get. I do all of my own manufacturing right here in the United States. I have a 10-year warranty. You can wash and dry my pillow, and I give you a 60-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to lose. And here's my best offer ever. You can buy one of my pillows and get one absolutely free.
Go to mypillow.com or call 800-870-0305 and use promo code GCN. That's mypillow.com or 800-870-0305 with promo code GCN.
Hi, this is Ted Anderson. Investment Rarities, a 43-year-old company, has created the best silver offer ever. Get a U.S. Silver Eagle, Canadian Maple Leaf, Austrian Philharmonic, OPM Pure Bar, and Silver Round. Have all 5 for $99 postpaid. You heard me right, 5 ounces of silver below cost. No credit card fees, free shipping. Just $99 and you'll have a great start on what it takes to survive even the worst economic storm. Act now and receive Jim Cook's exclusive paper explaining how it's possible to make a fortune in silver today. Don't miss this opportunity. Call 800-328-1860. Read how the above-ground supply of silver has dropped below even gold. The secret is being suppressed. The price could explode at any time. Call today at 800-328-1860. Get 5 ounces of silver for only $99. Find them on the web at investmentrarities.com or call 800-328-1860. Call now before it's too late. 800-328-1860.
Today, I became a biophoton woman. I put a tablespoon of the Andreas 5-seed oil in my morning One World Way drink and was still happy and energized at 3 p.m. Normally, I feel tired and spacey at the end of the day, but today I felt energy and very clear. My friend at the farmer's market asked what I was on. She said my eyes looked bright and I had unusual energy for that time of afternoon. I told her there was a magical oil that enabled my body to absorb the sun's energy as if I were a plant. She said, I want some. A second One World Way shake with the oil when I got home took me to bedtime with that wonderful, abundant energy. I couldn't believe how much I got done and how great I felt. The combination of One World Way and 5-seed oil produced a significant health event in my life, the kind that makes you feel you've been given your life back with a bonus, and I'm 64.
5-seed oil and One World Way for your fantastic health. Call 888-988-3325 or visit sacredseedoils.com.
This is Dan Pilla. Do you owe the IRS money you can't pay? Are tax debts crippling you? I've defended people from the IRS for over 30 years. I've helped thousands, and I can help you, too. I wrote the book on IRS settlement, and I'm telling you, there's no such thing as a hopeless case. Call 800-34-NO-TAX to finally get free of IRS debt. With the IRS's new programs, there's never been a better time to solve your problem. Call 800-34-NO-TAX. That's 800-34-NO-TAX, or my website, danpilla.com.
This is a healthcare alert from the Pain Relief Hotline. If you, a family member, or a loved one suffers from knee, back, shoulder, or ankle pain and have Medicare as your primary insurance, we've got great news. You don't have to suffer any longer. You can immediately qualify for a pain-relieving brace at little or no cost to you by calling our 24/7 Pain Relief Hotline at 866-389-0620. Delivery is free and all paperwork is handled for you. If you are on Medicare and have knee, back, shoulder, or ankle pain, don't wait. You can qualify to immediately receive a pain-relieving brace at little or no cost by calling our 24/7 Pain Hotline now at 866-389-0620. Our representatives are standing by 24/7 to take your call and rush you your pain-relieving brace at little or no cost to you. Shipping is free and all paperwork is handled for you. Just call 866-389-0620. That's 866-389-0620. Again, 866-389-0620.
Hunters, anglers, campers, and survivalists. Get back to nature. Expand your horizons with the highest quality, most versatile, unique slingshots and sling bows on the market at slingbow.com. Slingbow products are compact and models start from just $17.98. They're perfect for your bug-out bag or storing in your vehicle. Give yourself and your loved ones the excitement and tradition of slingbow. A new frontier in archery and truly modern twist on this primitive survival tool. Feel the thrill only at slingbow.com.
Welcome back. You are listening to the Naseema Omer Show. I'm interviewing Dr. Joanne Conaway today on the brain and gut connection. Fascinating, exciting, educational topic with tools given to take charge of your health so you can take better care of yourself. If you need to reach me with questions or miss something, you can listen to the show again by going to the archives on gcnlive.com or go directly to my website through there or directly naseemaomer.com or find me in the YouTube channel, The Naseema Omer Show. We'll give out resources again. Dr. Joanne Conaway's website is drjconaway.com. That's DRJCON as in Nancy, AWAY.com. Welcome back, Dr. Conaway. I can't believe we're already to the last segment. Time flies when we're learning, and it's something that can be applicable to anybody. Please proceed. It's kind of scary about knowing that food particles are entering your body in places where they should not be. And you're explaining how that impacts in bugs and results in that. Please continue.
Well, when those larger than normal food molecules leave the digestive system and enter into the circulation, our immune system goes to work and says this is a foreign body and begins to mount an attack. Now, In the conventional medicine world, when this happens, a person is likely to develop anything from an allergic reaction to a full-blown autoimmune condition. When it's an autoimmune condition, what conventional medicine says is your immune system's out of control. We need to suppress your immune system. So these people get put on immunosuppressant drugs in an effort to stop the symptoms associated with these autoimmune diseases, which is totally the wrong thing to do. We need to address immune system issues. But one of the things I do want to talk about before we close out is some of the symptoms that might indicate to you that you have that impaired gut-brain axis. And those symptoms would be digestive issues, some of the things we've talked about, poor or sluggish digestion, perhaps constipation or diarrhea, gas, bloating, those kinds of things, even food intolerances. And those food intolerances can come in the form of intolerances to certain protein foods or carbohydrate foods. But then we can also see systemic issues. Skin conditions. Oftentimes people don't realize that their skin condition is because they have an unhealthy digestive system. Brain fog, inability to focus, lack of attention span, chronic diseases, inflammatory conditions. To your point a few minutes ago, inflammation.
Yes.
Because these toxins create that inflammatory response in the body. And what about our kiddos? What about those symptoms that are associated with an impaired gut-brain axis in kids? They may have autism. They may have dyspraxia, dyslexia, ADD, ADHD. And oftentimes autism, unfortunately, is not diagnosed early enough in children because they don't fit all the classic symptoms, so we watch them for another 6 months. And then we watch them for another 6 months. And all this time, their little systems are becoming much more toxic. And in an adult, a person may have depression, often missed or diagnosed inappropriately. They have this chronic depression, and it's because of all the toxins being sent to the brain. They may have a manic depression. They may have a schizophrenia. One of the other conditions that is often common is OCD. People have OCD, and believe it or not, helping to fix the digestive system is a way to assist the body in helping to correct a condition like OCD. So, you know, and the other big thing in adults is substance abuse. And fascinatingly enough, once again, people who are, you know, depend on alcohol or perhaps marijuana or some other drug to feel like they feel okay, that need, that substance abuse can have a direct cause in the digestive system.
I see. Boy, I hear that music, and time sure flies when we're having fun and learning so much. Thank you so much, Dr. Conaway, for coming on my show and sharing with everybody all this information and giving resources. Thank you again. My best to you and your family, and I hope to have you on my show again.
Oh, my pleasure, and I would love to come back, Naseema. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Enjoy. Have a blessed day. I am Naseema of the Naseema Omer Radio Show and a key leader distributor of Longevity. I take the nutritional supplements that Dr. Joel Wallach has put together in a neat package, Healthy Body Start Pack, and get all the 90 essential nutrients daily. Get started on yours today from my online store, NaseemaOmer.com. That's NaseemaOmer.com, or call 877-279-9422.
Hi, I'm Dr. Joel Wallach, founder of Longevity, a publicly traded company. We're very excited about it. We're in 55 countries and just really helping the world. Just very excited. I've been sharing this message for over 30 years, and it has not changed with the changing times. Every man, woman, and child needs the 90 essential nutrients just to survive, much less to thrive. To put the odds in your favor to live as long as possible with the highest possible quality of life, you must get these nutrients every day.
This is Rick Ossick, president of Famous Footwear. Our company is working together with the March of Dimes through March for Babies to raise money and awareness about the serious problem of premature birth in the U.S. As a business leader, I know that babies born very sick or too soon cost businesses billions of dollars each year, in addition to the emotional stress on employees and their families. That's why Famous Footwear is committed to raising funds to improve the health of moms and babies everywhere. Won't you please join us in the March for Babies? Start a team today at marchforbabies.org.
Water is the single most important thing your body needs, so you want to be sure it's the best for you and your family. Since 2005, thousands have depended on Berkey purified water. The Berkey Guy provides the lowest priced filtration systems in every size. For incredibly delicious water now and in an emergency, get to GoBerkey.com or call 877-886-3653. 877-886-3653. GoBerkey.com.